Passing arguments to thread. This example shows how to pass multiple arguments via a structure, and you can pass any data type in a thread callback because it points to void as explained in the following example. So now let us define one structure, and the structure will have multiple fields, and that structure variable will be passing as thread arguments. So here we have defined this num threads as the value 5. This is a symbolic constant defined with hash define. So this is the respective structure. The name of the structure is thread data. It has got two fields. The first one is the thread ID of integer type, and next one is the message of character pointer. So this is the respective function which will be treated as the body of the thread. When the thread will get executed, actually this function will get executed. So here we have defined one thread data. This thread data structure type of, that is a pointer structure pointer variable, that is pointer my data. So my data is the struct thread data pointer type of variable. So within this body we are having this thread argument, and that is getting assigned on the my data. So now we are going to print this my data implies thread ID and my data implies message, because these are the two fields in the respective structure. And here we are getting this one, that is a void pointer, that is thread argument. We are having this one as input argument, and that input argument content is getting dumped onto this my data, and this my data is nothing but the local pointer structure variable. And from there we are just accessing, that is my data implies thread ID and my data implies message. As my data is a pointer structure variable, so I cannot write dot, I must be using implies to access its members. So here is the main function. Here we have defined pthread underscore t type of one array with 5 locations, because num threads was defined as 5, and struct thread data td. So td is nothing but the structure type of array having got 5 locations. So now we are executing this I from 0 to 4, and now we are printing this one, then tdi dot thread id, we are putting this one as I, and here message, this is a message, this particular text is been put, and now we are calling this pthread underscore create, passing 4 parameters, that is the thread ID, that is the attribute, that is the function to be executed, and last one is the argument, whatever we are supposed to pass. And if RC, then this error message will be displayed, and unsuccessful termination of the code will take place. So exit -1 we have written, otherwise it will just go on executing the respective function, which is the thread body now, pthread underscore exit null, which actually terminate the main thread. So here we are having one demonstration for you. We shall write this code, we shall compile and execute, and we shall go for further explanation for your better understanding. So here is the demonstration. In this program, we are passing one parameter to the thread, and the parameter we are going to pass will be in the form of a structure. So here we have defined one structure. The name of the structure is thread data, and it is having these two components. We have defined one hash define num threads 5. That means we have defined one symbolic constant with the name num threads 5 with the value, and each and every occurrence of num threads in our code will get replaced by 5 by the preprocessor prior compilation as well. Here we have defined the main function. So main function is having one pthread underscore t type array. The name of the array is threads with the size of 5, and thread data, which is the structure type, and under this we have defined one structure variable td with the same size of 5. So here I is ranging from 0 to 4. This line is getting printed along with the value of I. Now td.I, the first component was the thread ID, that is getting initialized by I. tdi.message, that is getting initialized by this message. RC is equal to pthread underscore create. So RC is the return value which is getting being returned by this pthread underscore create function, and RC is of the type of integer, and pthread underscore create function requires 4 input arguments. The first one is the thread reference. The second one is the attribute. Here we have passed null as the attribute. The third argument is the start routine, which is nothing but the respective print hello function we have defined earlier, and this is the argument whatever we are trying to pass, and that is TDI. That is a reference of TDI. Okay. Now if RC is true, then unable to create the thread, this particular error message is going to get created along with this RC value, and exit -1 will terminate the execution of the program, and -1 indicates that it is aborting the program after unsuccessful termination. Okay, after unsuccessful execution of the code and abnormal termination. Okay, now see, let us go for this print hello, that is the respective start routine of this pthread underscore create function. So in the start routine, we have passed that respective argument, and this is a generic pointer, so that's why it is void pointer. So struct thread data, that is a structure variable, one pointer type of structure variable we have defined. The name of the pointer structure variable is my data. So my data is equal to struct thread data pointer the argument. Now it is the thread argument which you are doing the typecasting, and we are going to assign this one in my data. And from the my data we are printing the respective two fields, that is the thread ID and the message. As my data is a pointer structure variable, so instead of writing my data dot thread underscore ID, where we should write my data implies thread underscore ID in this way, and pthread underscore exit null, which will just passing this status value as null and which will terminate the thread. So in this way the program has been written. So we have explained this program line by line. Now let me go for its execution. If I execute the code, then the output will be coming like this. So this is the respective output. We have got this output here. So main creating thread 0, main creating thread 1. So this line is getting executed for 5 times for I is equal to 0 to 4, and here we are getting this thread ID. You see, always the outputs will not remain the same. So the output will vary, because all this thread creation and the respective thread body execution is being done in parallel. So depending upon their execution sequence, obviously the output whatever is going to come will be decided. So here we are having thread ID 0, then thread ID 1, then 3, then thread ID 2, and then thread ID 1, and so on. So in this way the outputs are coming. So here we are having the thread ID 4, and the respective message is getting printed here. So if I execute the code once again, the sequence of this thread execution, creation and execution will get changed in that case. So here you see this thread ID and this thread ID 4 message this message, and thread ID 2 message this message, and this is a 0. So that is the thread ID 0 message this message. So as they are having the parallel and concurrent execution, so output of this program is also varying along with the execution pattern. So in this way we have explained each and every line of this code for your better understanding. Thanks for watching this video.